Good day, Sail Wars fans. I'm Sandy Pondwater, bringing you US 1 meter racing from Melbourne, Florida. And today's racing is sponsored by the Space Coast Model Sailing Club. And for the first race of the day, our entries are number 777, Bart. He has no numbers on his sails. Number 74, John. Number 8, Jim. And number 11,
7, 6, 5, 4,
must be noted that Bart is selling his Mahi X experimental boat.
Good start.
This is the first time it's ever been on the water. And there we have a good start. And already there looks to be some problems with Mahi X, as he does not even make it over the start line. As we knew going into this contest, he has not even tuned that boat or set it up. And for this race, they will be racing a figure eight as they go down to the first mark. Going into the wind, they will be going around the mark that's to the left, then going out to that blue mark we see on the screen, and then they go all the way back down the course and around 2 marks down there, and then back to the finish line. And already right off the bat, we saw John was in the lead heading to the first mark, and then Jim was in second, and Andy, I'm not doing a turn, was in third. Andy being notorious for not wanting to do penalty turns when he fouls someone. And there we can see the first mark, that green mark, as John is making his way around the mark, and he makes it around cleanly. Jim is in second place, and Andy is in third in that light blue boat. They get a good puff of air and accelerate. As they make their way around that blue mark, they head downwind. Sails are fully open, as we saw Mahi X is still having problems. We can see John right there with the dragon on his sails. He's firmly in first place and probably has about an 8 or 10 boat length lead. And there's Andy in the boat closest to us. I guess they're both in blue boats. The deck on number 8, Jim, is kind of a teal. And it's a close race for second. And our cameraman shakes his head no. He thinks he knows who's gonna win. But we can see John has got those sails in the wing-on-wing position as he goes down to that red mark down at the fountain end. Number 74, John, makes his way down around the course. He's heading to that last mark. That last mark is that red mark, as we can see. He's just making his way around it. And now all he has to do is head for the finish line. As we see the other 2 boats battling out, they are within 1 boat length lead as they come around that last mark. It'll be who heads for home the fastest out of those 2, and can they catch John? The wind changes direction, and John has to come all the way across the pond. It appears Jim is in second place right now. He's stealing the win from Andy as he goes by in front of him. The wind is not being kind at this time as 2 of the boats turn towards the finish line. Andy is still trying to get into position. The wind is slowed down. Look at those beautiful sails on number 74. Now John, he does his sails custom-like, and his boat is gorgeous. It's a Dragonstein US 1 meter. That's when you take a DF95 and modify it into a US 1 meter. The other 2 boats are dedicated US 1 meters. And today's wind conditions are very light. There is an occasional gust, as we've seen already, but right now the wind is not being kind. But just when I say that, John picks up the wind and he's headed towards that finish line. As we see, Jim also is coming towards that finish line. Can he edge out Andy? We can't see Andy, he's off the screen right now, but he's coming strong. And here comes John towards the finish line. Will he end up winning race number 1? And yes, it looks like John comes across. John wins race number 1. And we can see Mahi X heading downwind right now. He's way behind, but at least it looks like he's got his boat under control. And he was heading downwind very quickly. Let's see if he can catch these boats. As with this race for second place, it is very close and right up to the finish line. It's really close, but Jim ends up taking second and Andy takes third. In our top 3 for today, first race is first place John, second place Jim, and third place is Andy. Now, let's look at it as Bart would like to see it. And there they go towards the finish line. It's Mahi X coming up on him, and Mahi X number 777, Bart wins race 1 and John takes second.